Hello everyone. Welcome you all on this online study platform of Divine Public School. I hope you all are fit and fine and doing the maths practice at home. Today we will learn unit 7, that is division. Dear students, in the previous class you have already learnt about division. So let us learn more about division. Terms in division. Dear students, divisor, dividend and quotient are the important factor of a divide. So let us see the concept of divisor, dividend and quotient. Let us see what is dividend. The number to be divided is called the dividend. In the example, 16 divided by 8 equal to 2, 16 is to be divided by 8. Therefore, 16 is dividend. Now, divisor. The number that divides another number is called divisor. In the given example, 16 divided by 8 equal to 2. Here, 8 divides the 16. That's why 8 is divisor. Now let us see the third, quotient. The answer we get on the dividing the number is called the quotient. In the given example, 16 divided by 8 equal to 2. 2 is the result after division, so 2 is called quotient. Now let us see the properties of division. When the divisor is 1, the quotient will be the same number as the dividend. Let us see the example. 14 divided by 1 equal to 14. Now another property. When the divisor is the same number as the dividend, the quotient will be 1. Now let us see the example. 54 divided by 54 equal to 1. The next property. When the dividend is 0 and the divisor is any number other than 0, then the quotient will be 0. For example, 0 divided by 5 equal to 0. Now see the examples based on division. Divide 692 by 9. In this example, 6 is less than the divisor 9. So we take hundreds and tens place together. Now 69 is the dividend. So divide 69 by 9. 9 multiplied by 7 is equal to 63 and 9 multiplied by 8 is equal to 72, which is greater than 69. So we take 9 multiplied by 7 is equal to 63. Write 7 in the quotient and subtract 63 from the 69. It gives remainder as 6. Now bring down 2, write it to the right of 6. So 62 is the new dividend. 9 multiplied by 6 is equal to 54 and 9 multiplied by 7 is equal to 63, which is greater. So we take 9 multiplied by 6 is equal to 54. Write 6 in the quotient and subtract 54 from 62. Leaving 8 as remainder, the quotient will be 76 and remainder will be equal to 8. Now see the another example, division by 2-digit numbers. Divide 67,210 by 55. Firstly, we will divide 67. As we know, 55 multiplied by 1 equal to 55. So we write 1 in the thousands place of the quotient and 55 below the 67. And then subtract 55 from the 67, which is equal to 12. Now bring down 2 from the hundreds place and divide 122 by 55. As 55 multiplied by 2 is equal to 110, so we write 2 on the 10 hundredths place of the quotient and write 110 below 122. Subtract 122 minus 110, which is equal to 12. Now bring down 1 from the tens place. So divide 121 by 55, as 55 multiplied by 2 equal to 110. So write 2 in the tens place of the quotient and 110 below 121. Again subtract 110 from the 121, which is equal to 11. Now bring 0 and divide 110 by 55. As 55 multiplied by 2 is equal to 110, so write 2 in the ones place of the quotient and 110 below 110. Subtract 110 from 110, which is equal to 0. Now there is no digit left to put down. So this means we have completed our division. Thus 67,210 divided 55 equal to 1222. So in this division, 1222 is the quotient and 0 is remainder. Now let us see the example of division and its verification. Divide 578 by 2 and check your answer. Here 578 is the dividend, whereas 2 is the divisor. In the division, we have to divide the dividend from the extreme left. So we will start the division from the 5. So we will read the table of 2 so that 5 or less than 5 will come. So we will read the table of 2 times and we will get 4. After that we will subtract 4 from the 5. So we will get 1. After that 7 will be carried down and will be together 17. Now 17 will be divided by the 2 separately. So we will read the table of 2 again. So 2 into 8 will be 16. So 16 we will write downside of the 17. After subtracting 17 minus 16, we will get 1. Again 8 will bring down and 1 and 8 will be together 18. Now we will read the table of 2 so that 18 will come. So we will read the table of 2 9 times. So 2 9s are 18. So 18 we will write down downside of the 18. So 18 minus 18 will be 0. So this way we got the quotient and remainder. The quotient is 289 and the remainder is 0. Now method to check the answer. We know very well that quotient into divisor plus remainder equal to dividend. So we put the values. Quotient is 289 where the divisor is 2 and the remainder is 0. So when we multiply 289 into 2 and we will add the remainder 0 in the product, we will get 578. That is equal to the dividend. Hence our division is correct. This way we can check our division. Division by 10 and 100. Dear students, division by 10 and 100 and so on, we can do these types of division by two methods. Let us see the first method. Divide 718 by 10. Dear friends, this type of division you know very well. Firstly, we will divide 718 by 10 and then we will get the quotient as 71 and remainder as 8. So after dividing 718 by 10, we will get the quotient equal to 71 and remainder equal to 8. Now let us see to solve this problem with another method. When we divide a number by 10, the digit at the unit place in the dividend is the remainder, and the number formed by the digits after removing the units digit in the dividend is the quotient. So, in the division of 718 divided by 10, the quotient will be 71 and remainder will be 8. Now, let us move to our next example, division by 100. So, let us see the example. Divide 50,100 by 100. When we divide a number by 100, the number formed by the last two digits on the extreme right in the dividend is the remainder, and the number formed by the remaining digits is the quotient. So, in the division of 50,100 divided by 100, quotient equal to 501, whereas remainder equal to 0. Dear students, I hope you nicely understood the concept of division. Now it's your turn. You have to solve all the maths problems from your book. Thank you.